Want to know my favourite course at LSE that doesn't require an A-star? Well, it's LSE's BSc Accounting and Finance. But with over 2,000 applicants each year, it's a 17-to-1 shot at getting in. That's just 6%. So today, we're going to give you some tips to help you be that 1 in 17 that has that life-changing offer to LSE. Now, I was at LSE myself, so I know what it takes to succeed. And since then, I've built up an organization of over 1,000 tutors and ex-admissions professionals, and we have a 92% success rate at helping students to get into their first and or second choice university, typically something like Cambridge and LSE for these courses. Today, we're going to be going through 5 tips to help give you the edge in your application. Before then, let's talk about the entry requirements. It is AAA with an A in maths, or that's a 38 in IB with 766 in hires and a 6 in maths. Want to know the most popular A-level choices? It's maths, economics, and physics, although that third subject really can be anything of your choosing. Importantly, LSE really care about that long track record of success, particularly in maths. So in your GCSEs, you're looking for the majority 7s to 9s and at least half of those to be 8s and 9s. The higher your grade in maths, the higher your chance of getting in. And talking of grades, tip number 1 is to get your predicted grade higher. Now, 45% of people in this course do get in with the minimum requirement of 3 A's. That's fantastic for an LSE course with finance in its name. But that means 55% get in with higher grades. Now, we put in some information requests, and I can tell you that on average, 35% of candidates have at least 1 A-star and 20% have 2 or more A-stars. This means if you can talk to your teachers and get a prediction above 3 A's, you are increasing your chances from less than 50% to more than 50% chance of getting an offer, which is a fantastic thing to do. And remember, you don't necessarily have to hit that A-star because the grade offer is still likely to be 3 A's for this course. It's a bit of a risk, but it's one we think is worth taking. It's better to have that offer and get a bit of extra help, maybe some tutoring to make sure you hit your extra A-star. Now, tip number 2 for this course is to really focus on that accounting element. There are brilliant amounts of additional courses using websites such as Coursera where you can study accounting principles. I highly recommend one where you do something such as a cash flow forecast or creating a profit and loss or balance sheet. You'll be given dummy data such as Rolls-Royce PLC data, and you can create the accounting management accounts that are needed for company directors to make forecasting and budgeting decisions. Talking about this exercise in your personal statement will give your statement a huge boost. And because LSE never interviews, the personal statement, grades, and references are all that they have to go on. So that personal statement has extra weight for LSE. Tip number 3 is to speak to your referee about your knowledge of accounting and finance. You may not be aware, but your reference is looked at before the personal statement for LSE, and it probably carries even more weight. So for all the hours you're going to put into making your personal statement perfect, make sure your reference doesn't let it down. And this is especially important for accounting and finance. It is unlikely that you have studied these subjects at school, so you need to identify your referee, let them know what you have self-taught of accounting and finance so that they can put that into your reference. And you might be one of the only candidates whose referee explicitly speaks to your knowledge of these subjects at university level. A huge strategic advantage that many candidates sleep on. Now, that's just 3 of the 25 tips we have to help our candidates get that 92% success rate to their first or second choice courses. Before I go on to my final 2 tips, if you'd like to work with an expert such as myself or one of our team in our premium services, please do contact us using the information on screen now, in the description below, or at the end of the video. You can also talk to our team for a no commitment, free expert consultation about your chances. Tip number 4 is about work experience. Work experience is really helpful, not essential, but very helpful strategically if you have it. So if you don't have any relevant work experience, well, what can you do? Well, luckily, accounting and financing is about budgeting, and anyone who's worked in any business will have some experience of budgeting. A sneaky tip here is talk to your school bursar. That's the person in charge of the finances of your school, and ask if you can shadow them, even if it's just for an hour or an interview about what they do in finances, and you put that in your statement. You have work experience that others might not, that's highly relevant to this course and can help stand you out. And your school should want to help your application, so hopefully they will say yes to this humble request. Tip number 5, and most importantly, is my 5-pillar plan. Now, you can get this tips and tricks that I have spent the last decade crafting. I have broken the personal statement down into an algorithm of what you need to do to maximize your chances of success. You can get it using the link in the description below. It's an LSE specific exemplar in there too, to help you to stand out in your application and make the application writing a breeze. Now, you need to go through your motivation, your key readings, your key skills, your work experience if you have it, and your career plan. Bonus points if you can talk about your mathematical aptitude as well. Now, I've got a whole nother video on how to smash the 5-pillar plan in my top personal statement tips that will link to this video as well. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, please do like and subscribe, or why not write a comment so that you can ask me as questions specifically so that I can help you with your application. We get back to as many comments as we can, and if you'd like to work with myself, one of the expert admissions consultants in my network, please do contact us using the information at the end of this video. Most importantly, good luck in your application. I'm rooting for you.